Recently, I became a surrogate mother to a baby crow who was abandoned by his mother. He was hanging out in our backyard, chirping away, calling for his mother. And so when I went to the backyard, this baby crow just came out of nowhere and started following me everywhere. And then when I sat down on a bench, he flew on my lap and then flew on my shoulder. And I thought it was so amazing how he trusted me immediately and saw me as his surrogate mother. And at the time, I was afraid that maybe my dog Happy would chase him away, because he tends to do that in our backyard. He tends to chase away animals. But he was friendly toward the baby crow, and I thought that was an amazing sign. And so when I called the wildlife center to maybe turn in the baby crow so they could take care of him, they told me that if I brought the baby crow in, they would euthanize it. And that was not an option for me. So I knew that it was a sign from God, a powerful sign that I should take care of this baby crow. And I know that animals have such powerful spirits to communicate deep wisdoms, deep prophecies, deep messages from the spirit world. I remember many years ago, I saw a shaman and she told me that my spirit animal is an owl. Now, synchronistically, my neighbor has a black statue of an owl in between our homes. And so whenever I go to the backyard, I could see the owl. And I feel that the owl is truly looking over us, watching over us, protecting us. And so, I think that animals come into our lives in fortuitous, auspicious ways that are so profound. And so then I decided to look up what is the spiritual message of the crow? What is the prophecy of the crow? And so I took out this book called Spirit Animals, which I bought many years ago, to see what the spiritual meaning is behind the crow. And it said that the crow represents big transitions and big changes in your life, which is exactly what is happening in my life right now. Big changes and transitions. And so I know that no doubt that this crow is a powerful animal sending me messages from the spirit world about the deep changes, the profound transitions that are happening in my life. So I want to share with you some of the common animal spirits that we encounter on a more frequent daily basis. And I'm going to be using this book, Spirit Animals by Dr. Stephen Farmer, as a reference about what the animal is communicating with you when you encounter them. When an animal appears to you in an unusual way or in 3 ways in a short period of time, it means that the animal is communicating to you from the spiritual world powerful messages. The message can be about how to navigate or guide your life in a better way. It could be a powerful messages about the current energy in your life. And it could also be a message or a prophecy about your future. So you really want to pay attention when an animal spirit or animal comes to you in an unusual way or in 3 ways in a short period of time. So the first animal that we encounter frequently in our lives are dogs. So in this book, it says about dogs, keep your faith strong no matter what's going on in your life. It's important for you to volunteer for something purely in the spirit of service. Remain determined and resolute even if you face some negativity or disappointment. Show your love and appreciation in creative ways to those you're closest to. Give your loyalty to those you love and cherish. So dogs represent loyalty, steadfastness, commitment. So maybe there's something that you're working on that needs more loyalty, needs more commitment, needs more steadfast energy. So if you see a dog, that's a message that they're communicating with you. Cat is another animal that we see frequently. And so if you see a cat in an unusual way, the message is this is a period where self-sufficiency and trust in your own capabilities is necessary. Honor your sensuality by dancing slowly with graceful and easy movements and by enjoying touch and physical intimacy. Listen closely to your intuitive guidance, and it's likely an ancestor who is one of your spirit guides trying to communicate with you. This is a period of magic and mystery for you, so pay close attention to signs and omens that will guide and direct you. So cats possess an energy of more independence, more self-sufficiency, more mystery, more of that magic that is not quite there, but that you really want to pay close attention to see the deep meaning behind what's going on in your life. So when you see a cat in an unusual way, really pay attention to your own energy of self-sufficiency, independence, the mystery, the magic in your life. So the next animal is a squirrel, as we see so many squirrels in our backyards, in our park, in the neighborhoods that we live in. So the message of the squirrel is, get ready for coming changes by lightening your load, clearing out and giving away any goods or material possessions that no longer serve you. The best way to deal with the challenging situation that's before you is to confront it head on and be totally honest with your feelings and thoughts. Be extra vigilant and cautious right now and be willing to avoid or escape any threatening situations. Prepare for future by gathering and storing extra food, water, clothing, candles, and money for possible later use. Although you're actively and aggressively pursuing your goals right now, you need to balance this pursuit with more socializing and play. So the energy of the squirrel is to prepare yourself by clearing things out, giving things away, and gathering, and to be very mindful of what is happening in your life right now and around you, and to assess the situation. So the energy of the squirrel is to really prepare yourself now for the future. So the next animal that I believe that we encounter a lot is the rabbit. So the message for the rabbit is, this is a creative time for you, so it's important to quickly take advantage of any opportunity that comes your way unexpectedly. Be extra vigilant for the next couple of days, and if anything threatening shows up, leave as quickly as possible. Try a vegetarian diet for the next few days and pay attention to how you feel. Rather than steady step-by-step progress, you'll see it happen in leaps and bounds. You're going to find yourself experiencing a period of quiet and stillness followed by a burst of intense activity. So the rabbit represents a very yang energy. So what they're saying is, if you see a rabbit, it means it's time to take action in a more rapid, faster way. If an opportunity comes in, then don't wait on it. Take action. This is the time to be more yang than to be yin. And so what they're saying is after this action that you take to move things forward, then it will be followed by a time of stillness and peace, more yin. The next animal is the raccoon. So when you see a raccoon in an unusual way, the message is, in spite of any doubts you may have, the resources you need for the current situation are readily available. There's some sort of deception going on around you that you can discern by listening to and trusting your intuition. Rather than being goal-oriented, this is a time for indulging your curiosity in open-ended exploration. Pay close attention to signs and omens that suggest you're getting messages from your ancestors or your deceased loved ones. It's important to remain emotionally and mentally flexible for the next few days, as events will require you to adapt to rapidly changing circumstances. So the raccoon represents the energy of being steadfast, being confident, trusting yourself when you have doubt. When things are not quite going the way that you want it to or that you think it should, that's a time where you have to be more resolute, have more faith, and to really pay close attention as to what is going on, whether there might be some deception around you, and being really, really mindful of what's going on and why this energy is being created of doubt, of fear. So stay resolute. That's what the message they're giving you when you encounter a raccoon. So the last animal energy that I'm going to be talking about is the dolphin. So when you see a dolphin, the message is take a few minutes today to meditate while playing one of your favorite pieces of music. Listen more and talk less, especially to the more subtle levels of communication from other people and from the natural world. Think and behave more lovingly and positively toward that person you're having difficulty with. Smile more at others and notice how they smile back at you. Try dolphin breathing by taking 3 slow deep breaths, each time exhaling with an audible sound. Then observe how you feel. So the dolphin energy really represents more of a yin stage, the retreat, not doing much, really listening. I always say God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And so if you're having a situation that's a difficult situation with somebody or another situation, it's a time to be reflective, mindful, and to do deep listening. And so when you see a dolphin, it's really more about listening and being contemplative and mindful about the other person and or about the situation that you're in. So when you see a dolphin, remind yourself of retreating. Really pay attention and do some deep listening. So obviously there are thousands and thousands of animal energies that we can tap into, but these are just some of the animals that we see more commonly and frequently that I wanted to share with you. So next time you see an animal in an unusual way, or if you see an animal 3 ways in a short period of time, pay attention. Pay attention to what messages the spirit world is delivering to you, because these messages will be profoundly helpful in navigating your life, in really helping you to guide your life in a much more positive, creative way that you have never imagined before. Now, if you think that this message, this video can really help a family or friend, please share it with them. And also subscribe to my channel. And if you want to visit all of my spiritual and holistic living tips, just go to my website at yinandyangliving.com. Namaste.